Storm Amy is coming in. It's going to get up to 36 mile an hour. We're slightly sheltered here. Should be fine. So unbelievably, this French military rations weighs the same as the tent, 1.7 kilos. But this is the ration de combat individual rechavable. I've not looked at this. So what's in it? Ready cooked dishes, farmer hotspot, starter, tuna and cheese filling, soup, milky dessert. Yeah. And then a few other bits, tissues, reheating kit. I've got a stove as well. So I've bought no other food except for a bit of whiskey. So I've just got this. Right, let's have a look what horrors or delights await me in the Ration Combat Individual. Wet food this is. Exciting. Like a little Christmas hamper. Okay. This looks like muesli. Goût d'extrême. Potage lait de légumes. So that's a soup sachet. Jam spread. Mixed dry hydration. So I think what I'm going to do straight away is put that in my drink. Avoid cramp. Get rehydrated. I think this is a main course. There's something that looks like a sausage in there. Petit paysan. And there's a tuna salad, a ton salad. That'll be lunch tomorrow. Milk, hot chocolate. I'll have a look at that later. We've got combat fuel and pâté de fruits. Feels like a little squidgy pâté thing. Tissues, tuna and cheese spread. This is a dessert. Oh, it's like an upside down pudding thing. Gâteau de semoule au caramel. That'll be lovely, that. Looking forward to this. Wow, a big packet of biscuits. That's absolutely loads in there. Look at that lot. And then there's a dark chocolate bar. Cool. And energy bar. Isostar. Yeah, bar de cereal. Little nugget fruit bar. Yeah, absolutely loads of stuff there. So fantastic. So I'm going to start off first by getting this isotonic powder in my drink, and then I'm going to have a little pâté avec biscuits. You will have to get used to the bad French allo accent while I'm eating this. I cannot help it. It's like you go on a ship with a skull and crossbones, you talk like a pirate, and then when you're eating French food, of course, you speak à la française. My isotonic drink's alright. Bloody hundreds of these things. I mean, I hope these are nice. I mean, look at this lot. Talk about cracker fest. Ooh. Guess the nice thing about having a cardboard box is you also got a table. So I don't think, for some reason, the British Army rations had a little pâté and cracker. Crackers are a bit like a cross between a biscuit and a doormat. All right, though. Not a bad little starter, actually. Right, let's see what the French Army coffee is like. I'm going to be really disappointed if this is not good. For an instant coffee, we'll give that an 8. The British Army coffee was absolutely undrinkable. Terrible. Like Maxwell House. Whoa. Now, the potage de légumes. Paul, what's legumes in French? What's legumes in French? Not lentils, is it?
Yeah.
Is it? Not UPF. I've used this pot before. Works really well with the cozy. You can just drink out of it. With titanium not being a great conductor of heat, it cools down on the lip, so you can put the pot in this cozy and drink straight out of it. But I've got the luxury of having a mug this time. The UCO camp mug. soup's slightly gelatinous. Looks kind of like a... I'm sure it's got something to make it a bit more sticky. I don't know if it's got monosodium glutamate in it, but I think it's mostly to get your salts back up, really. Paul, what's the principles of military nutrition then?
Eat when you can.
3,500 calories, this one.
Yeah, it should be probably similar.
Protein 15%, carbohydrates 64. Legumes is vegetables.
Yeah, legumes is vegetables, yeah.
Vegetable soup. So the legume French soup is like a decent cup of soup. A bit more gloopy. It's what you want after you've been hiking though, isn't it? A bit of salt. Never mind all the sugar all the time. Overrated. Alright, so far the French rations are going really well. Really enjoyed the tuna vegetable pate. Now the soup, the coffee was good. So far it's a winner.
Ooh.
Hello!
Hello, buddy.
Hey up!
Tell you what,
You what?
it's a bit blowing.
Is it?
Welcome to Northumberland.
Yeah, Northumberland. Look at the black over there. Boiling atmosphere. Amazing. So this is the little solid fuel heating kit. All of our French matches with the Tour Eiffel and l'Arc de Triomphe. Oh, I'm sorry about the French accent, it's getting on my nerves. Water purification tablets. This is the solid fuel itself. And this is a little folding stove. And then in there are some toothpicks, cunningly disguised in a camo cardboard container. And what I've seen some people do is kind of fold this out and heat that directly on there. But I think that could be a mistake because all tins are kind of like lined with plastic, aren't they? That's definitely what it's designed for, because this is some sort of little handle. How does that work? So just vertically like this, according to the instructions. Maybe hook and press. Yeah, that's it. Well, it's definitely implying on there that you hit it directly on there, but I'm not going to do that because the plastic that lines the tin will melt inside. I doubt if they've done anything different with it to avoid that. Cool idea though, but once that was all out, I could boil water in it, that'd be okay. Mind you, the plastic would probably still melt. Not ideal. Anybody know any different? Put in the comments below. And now we have petit croissant. Broad beans, sausage, carrots. Not very much in here, and only one sausage. Put that straight in there, keep it warm. It's kind of tuna, a few beans, a lot of kind of gravy really. Tastes alright, more like a big soup really than a main meal. I think after a day's hiking this is okay, but it feels more like a bit of a snack really rather than your main meal. There's lots of bits and bobs in here, but of the 3,600 calories this doesn't feel like a big 800 calorie kind of section of it. Tastes pretty good though for a proper bits of steaky bits, potato, sausage, yeah, good. But it, you know, it's a wet tin, so it's heavy, not a dehydrated meal. Nice. A bit of bread would be good. Tell you what, this is what the crackers are for, aren't they? There you go, salty cracker. I'll dip a bit of that in. Perfect. Pick a cracker, any cracker. Yeah, that's better. Feels a bit more filling now. A few bits of MDF chucked in it. So next course is this kind of like upside down pudding thing. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but these ring pull tabs, if you can hear me above the wind, should never be boiled, sealed in water, because they can explode. If it's a proper sealed tin that you've got to undo with a can opener, that's okay to put it in boiling water. But I think this type, you've got to release it a little bit and just let it float in there. Let's give it a go. Tell you what, it's just early, but I'm enjoying this whiskey far too much. Do the French military enjoy a decent cup of tea? We'll find out with this Baronese tea bag. I'm not sure if they will. You've never been to kind of Spain and France and bought tea bags? They're always a bit like herby sort of watery crap. Yeah, herby watery crap. We'll see what it's like when it's with boiling water. Yeah, the French tea is definitely that holiday tea. Slightly kind of sawdusty, not quite right. The tin's sunk. Well, maybe it's my creme caramel things contaminated the tea water a little bit, but I'm going to give it a go. Might make it better. Soft rubber in a toffee sauce. I'm trying to take my camping filter off. You know the camping filter where everything tastes good? You have stuff that would be crap at home that when you're camping tastes magically brilliant. Like, you know, that watery toffee sauce at the bottom there's like, wow, nectar. But then again, I have been drinking whiskey as well, so I've got to undo my camping filter and my whiskey drinking filter as well. Ah, brilliant. I've just flicked caramel sauce up the inside of my tent. This is not going well. Memo to self, stop drinking whiskey. Hey, but 7 o'clock in a flappy tent. I've worked 11 days from 8:30 till 6 out of the last 12, so I think I deserve a bit of a kickback, to be honest. Get back in. Cold. Kind of scenery though. Nice to sit out on a night, but it's definitely too cold and wet for that. Wow. Oh, and he's keeping it warm for me. Oh, it's much better in here. Right, you know what this needs to recover after that pudding, that bit of like rubber, is some decent chocolate. Oh dear. Remember when you were a kid and Mars would give you like the cost of it plus like a few coins that you'd get if you return the chocolate and it had been badly stored and it had gone white like this? You could send it back to Mars or whatever, or Cadbury's, and they'd send you like a postcard with coins stuck on it as a refund plus compensation. That's what this looks like. Chocolate flavoured rocks. When it says 70% noir, I think it means 70% black rock. Maybe coal. Right, this is one big old packet of muesli. 387 calories it said. So we've still got plenty of food left. It's quite good having a box, loads of crackers. I could have crackers and jam if I wanted to as my mid-morning snack. Might have that. I've got a nugget of fruit, an Isostar cereal bar, so I'll probably have that on the walk out, and then this for lunch a little bit later on. My piezo is a bit damp, so time to break out the Tour Eiffel matches. Good. Risky doing that in the tent though, because if the end breaks off the matches, that wouldn't be good. So in case you're wondering, I've had a stormy night in the TFS Yoto Pro EU edition. So if you'd like to watch more about this tent, there's a separate video on that. I'll put a link up here. There's a line here to put the water in, so I'm a big muesli fan. I have it every day at home. Mix it with chocolate granola and everything and extra nuts, so I've got high expectations of this. So the water's warm. I'm going to put that in up to the line now. Let it mix. Bit of a fail on my handle. I don't know if you can see that. Chocolate muesli is alright, but it's like a cheap muesli in hot chocolate. So, a bit extreme. 3 out of 10 for that. It's edible, but not great. Actually, maybe a 6 out of 10. I was a bit harsh. Not something I'd want too often, though. Voyager coup d'extrême. It is as well. Oof. These are really good, these cloths. I'll put a link in the description to these. Absolutely fantastic. I think they're called Swiss cloths or something. Okay, back from the camp to my favourite log, but things have changed. Now I got back this morning, regrouped, hung my stuff up, dried it up, and I've come back out with honey down the woods to have lunch from the French military rations. But watchers of the channel for a while will recognise this log, but it looks like there's been an oak tree blown down in Storm Amy that I was camping in, and yeah, so there's some fresh logs. I can still access my seat all right, so let's crack on and see what's left of the rations. But I don't mind, and perhaps it's all the natural part of things, plus it helps to kind of like camouflage my seat a little bit more. It'll be fine, and over the years I'll get a little tiny bit of firewood from it. Okay, let's see what we've got left. I'm looking forward to this because overall this has been great. I think unlike the British rations that are probably all made in 1 or 2 factories and packaged up the same way, this stuff's kind of bought in from individual suppliers. So for lunch we've got the tuna salad, a energy cereal bar, and then some nugget de fruits, and then some more of the excellent coffee, I think. And I'm going to use the mini stove, and I've got a pan, so we'll see how that. When I was 16 in 1979, my first backpacking trip, I started off with a little solid fuel cooker like this. 2 weeks in the Lake District, and a little meta cooker, which I've still got. How long it takes. So while that's cooking, let's have a look at this tuna salad. That's lovely. Big chunks of tuna, potato, sweet corn, a lovely oil in it. You'll get loads of energy from. I know the French, probably a good quality olive oil. Excellent. Right, I'll enjoy this while my brew's warming up. Doesn't smell good, that. Yeah, I haven't smelt that smell for a while. I've still got 3 packets of the chocolate crackers left, and this is one of the cereal ones I've got left. I mean, does that look like military rations, or does it look like a finest woodland canapé? Shouldn't feed the dog from the table, I know, but she's not a beggar, so she gets away with it sometimes.
Incidentally, if you're looking for a nice low profile synthetic insulated jacket, I'll put a link below to this Fjern Breen jacket. Really good bit of kit. Nice and easy to use, just a nice go-to. Lovely green colour. Brilliant jacket. I'm gutted there's only a hot chocolate powder and a mint tea and some kind of sugar and salt and pepper left. Absolutely gutted because the coffee was fabulous. Oh well, fruity nugget bar looks like it's seen better days. Nice and rock hard. Sorry, chocolat chaud. Honey's always on sentry duty. I can console myself with no coffee with the Combat Fuel. It's got aromatase au café in it, so coffee flavouring in it. So that'll be all right. So I'll sign off now. I'll have this hot chocolate. Got a few chocolate crackers left, one mint tea, and one cereal bar. So that's been about it. So for about £21, I think it was, off eBay. Pretty good. The French military rations. Been good. Or RCIR is its abbreviation. Been good having it in a box. This has been menu number 13, so I'll definitely be getting these again when I've been through some of my other military rations I've got on standby. So thanks for watching, and definitely let me know in the comments below what your favourite country's military rations are. So far of just Expedition Foods Dehydrated, British Army and the French now, this has been my favourite. Not bad. All right, not much coffee in it, but hey, everything tastes good down the woods, doesn't it? Right. Okay, thanks very much for watching, and give us a like, would be appreciated.